Well, hello people on YouTube, this is SaintAnger74 and today I want to tell you how to get your shotguns diamond. A bunch of people have it, a bunch of people don't. I see a lot of people running around with gold Remingtons just because the other shotguns are very different in comparison, and how to get them all gold so you can get diamond shotguns and all prettiness. While I'm talking about each shotgun, I'll show you some clips. But the S12 and the Remington, there's less clips. I mean, like, there's less reason to talk about them, so there won't be as many clips, if you will. So I'll start in order. So, like, the Remington itself is probably the most consistent. I'm struggling to say the word consistent because all the shotguns in this game are really inconsistent. Sometimes you'll randomly get point-blank hit markers with Remington. Sometimes you'll get ridiculously long-range kills with like, I don't know, any other shotgun. So, you know, the only thing that's consistent about the Remington is the fact that if you aim down the sights and shoot the person, unless they're completely out of range of the gun, it will kill them. This is also the best weapon for hip firing. The Remington, it's a really powerful hip firing. So for the one-hit kills, you really don't need to worry about it. Just play core, play random game modes. The revenge kills just come randomly. The way to do it, if you want to try for revenge kills, is to play an objective game mode. And then, once you get killed by a person, go back to that exact same spot, and chances are he hasn't moved. So, that's my bet. Try to predict where the enemy will go after he kills you, and then go there. So that's the way I get revenge kills really fast. Let's see, the no perks, no attachments. It's pretty simple. This gun is good with no attachments. You can still get consistent kills. With no perks, just beware of climbing stuff really slowly without dexterity, and you should be fine. The double kills, they come really naturally. Like 5 double kills is too easy for shotguns, because shotguns are made for large groups of people. So the double kills will come to you naturally. Don't worry about them. Now, the bloodthirsties. The bloodthirsties with the Remington were probably, for me, the easiest. What I ran was silencer, laser sight, and with that setup, you can just beast mode ham on any game mode. But for me, because I don't like ruining my score per minute in kill confirmed, I don't like it. I want it to be at 400. So instead, for all my bloodthirsty medals, I decided to go into hardpoint. And in hardpoint, it's a lot easier because people are playing the objective, and they don't necessarily pay as much attention to you, because in kill confirm you're trying to get kills, so you're more attentive to killing people. While in hardpoint, you're actually trying to play the objective. So that's my tips for you for the Remington. So the S12 is next. The S12 is very specific. There's a certain point at which the damage just drops off instantly, and it will take you 10 shots or more to kill someone. So beware of that. Long barrel is a must with the S12, just to increase that little range of the one-hit kill. But otherwise, when people are inside that range, this thing's a beast mode ham style. While going for the gameplays, I actually prestiged the gun by accident, so I didn't have any attachments. My best bet for you is to use a laser sight long barrel, but reflex sight also works if you're going to be aiming down the sights a lot. That's your choice, but I couldn't really get anything good with this gun. But you know, you may be able to see that once you get into close range engagements, this thing kills in 1-2 shots. And as fast as you can pull the trigger, that's as fast as you can fire off those 1-2 shots. So, you know, beware of that damage drop-off, because there's a certain point at which this gun becomes absolutely useless. So, the next gun, the KSG. This gun deserves more attention, because of the fact that it fires that single slug, you really cannot hip-fire this weapon unless you're really thinking about yourself shooting one little projectile. Basically, every other shotgun hip-firing, you can put someone anywhere in your crosshairs, and at least one of the little pellets will hit him. So you'll at least get a hit marker. With the KSG, laser sight helps a lot with hip-firing, but I don't even suggest hip-firing. Long barrel is a maybe. The KSG has a lot of range, so you have some choices between attachments. You have laser sight, you have long barrel, you have silencer, and you have the quick draw handle. Depending on what suits you better, those are the 4 attachments that are worth using. because you have 14 bullets and you have 14 shells, slugs in a mag, you really don't need to be worrying about fast mags or extended mags or any of that stuff. Plus, once you take out a large group of enemies, you can just sit down and reload all you want. In the KSG, aiming down the sights is key. If you aim down the sights, you can kill people from ridiculous ranges for a shotgun. But then, once it comes to close range, this gun becomes a real... If you don't hit them once, you're dead. So, because this gun cocks back slower than the Remington and stuff, you only have maybe one, maybe two chances to kill the guy. If you don't, you are screwed. And hip firing is difficult because you don't have these little pellets that at close range do damage. You have one thing, and if that one thing misses, you're done. So the KSG is kind of it wasn't my favorite. For some people that are really good at accuracy, like people that are good with snipers, should theoretically be good with the KSG because they can look at the middle of the sights and like do the quick scoping thing. That's why quick draw handle is good for the KSG. If you can do that, then your KSG is gold. Like, but for me, I'm not very good at those kind of random close range, quick scoping kind of thing with the KSG. So for me, getting it gold was hard. Getting the Bloodthirsties for me was hard. Once again, core is suggested. I forgot to mention that for the S12, hardcore is the game mode you want to play for one-hit kills, but then you can switch to core to get the other challenges. Now, the last gun, the M16, aka the M1216. This gun fucking sucks. Oh my goodness. This was the biggest pain in the ass to get gold in the world. You use this gun for a while, and then you realize that without hardcore, it's impossible. It's literally impossible to get one-hit kills with it. Like, you have to be 2 feet away, and yet in core it still gets hit markers. So, it's a very, very problematic weapon for core game modes. So hardcore is what I went, and I struggled for a full day getting one-hit kills with that thing. Long barrel and laser sight are a must with that gun. Like, a must to increase the range and hip fire as much as possible. But then I finished the one-hit kill challenges. I went into core, and then I realized that for core, this gun sucks. Like, it's not even just for one-hit kills, just for killing people in general. This gun just sucks, especially going for Bloodthirsties, because you just die so frequently. And like, once I finished the Bloodthirsties and I went back into core, then I decided to take risks, and Bloodthirsties come to me by accident sometimes. I don't try for them in core because there's no real reason. And when I use the M1216, I always use low kill streaks. I'm trying to get it to mastery, so that's why I still need to use that piece of shit. But for me, this was a hardcore only weapon. All the challenges for the gun that I had to do came from hardcore. I got all 10 Bloodthirsties in hardcore because I went into core, play a couple games, and just could not physically do it. Because this gun is absolutely awful. And, you know, for hardcore, at least, if you hit the 4-round burst in hardcore, it's basically a guaranteed kill if you get them on target. Where in core, that 4-round burst may not even kill the person, so beware of that shit weapon. The 4-round burst in hardcore will kill the person 95-ish% of the time, unless he's just insanely far away from you. I don't really know. For me, this gun is a hardcore only weapon, so don't bother going into core to get the other challenges besides one-hit kills, because it's not gonna work. That's what I'm suggesting. Long barrel laser sight is a must with that weapon. And for all shotguns, I use hardline, ghost. For the KSG, I use toughness because you have to aim down the sights a lot, and once you get shot, you flinch too much. But for all other shotguns, you don't have to aim down the sights that much, so I use cold-blooded instead. Just so it's harder to see me, and so target finder noobs won't kill me that fast. That's all I really care. So like dragon fires and stuff don't kill me, which are really overpowered in hardcore game modes. They kill you in like 2 bullets. So that's why I use cold-blooded on my shotguns. Fast hands also could be good, in case you're running equipment. Equipment is especially necessary if you're trying to get the M1216 gold. You need shock charges, and you need to sit in the corner in camp and wait for people. So fast hands could be useful. For me, I didn't really need it. I use cold-blooded. And for perk 3, I use dexterity and extreme conditioning. So that's what I'm running, and that's the way I flow with the shotguns. And I got them gold finally. So that's 3 classes: SMGs, LMGs, and shotguns that are diamond. So hope you enjoyed these tips. If you want any additional kind of hints and tricks and stuff, just ask me in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer you, because not really people ask. So yeah. So thanks for watching. You know, please click that like button, share this video, like this video, I already said so, comment on it, please subscribe, and yeah, that's it. See you guys later. Goodbye.